What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel. So today I got my attention caught by a video from Kevin Abroad. Okay, so the video is titled, Can You Really Learn 10,000 Words in 30 Days at Natural Language Learning? And what he's doing here is he's making a video about our favorite hyperpolyglot called Mikel. Okay, so I'm not going to watch the whole video. I've actually watched it already. I'm going to react to a certain portion of this video because, like, everything he says in this video, I've said 100 times, okay? So the 10,000 word claim, you're not learning 10,000 words in a month, okay? We'll watch the first portion, and then I'll leave a link down below. You guys can go watch the rest of the video. You can leave your comments, but there is one specific portion of this video I want to bring up because this just shows you how scammy Mikel is.
Hello everyone. So 2 weeks ago, I was talking about how polyglot YouTube can be sometimes clickbaity and
I made a reaction to that video, by the way.
Performative, and I thought this week it would be interesting to give you a concrete example by dissecting a video that illustrates exactly what I meant. And that's why this week we are doing a reaction video. But I didn't want this to be a simple reaction video where I just react emotionally. Instead, I wanted to take a more objective approach. As you can imagine,
this is actually really interesting. As I'm watching his video, he's moved himself to the right so he can insert stuff in the left, but most of the time the left is blank, so it feels like I just want to like rotate the camera and fix it.
Quite a bit of work went into this video, so if you end up enjoying it, you know, who knows, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a like, and why not subscribe?
I've already technically liked, I'll give you proof, guys. I actually liked his video. See, I liked it, okay? I hit the like button. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like videos. I do like videos, but I don't click the like button. I'm not that type of person. Although for creators that I do enjoy and I react to, I'll generally leave a comment, you know, my opinions about certain things, or I'll just say more. You know, if I want to see more on that topic, I'll literally just write more. But like, I don't hit the like button, which is funny because I'm always asking you guys to hit the like button. Hey guys, hit the like button. It helps with the algo.
Come on, I'm sure you subscribe to worse things.
The worst? What the Bro, what a time to pause. I was about to make a comment about myself and then, yeah, I saw this.
I wish I knew how to wink right now. That would really help the joke. Now, onto the video. For a bit of context, the creator we're looking at today is called Mikel Hyperpolyglot.
I prefer Mikel. I know I keep getting corrected, and they say it's Mikel, not Mikel. But I prefer Mikel. And until he unblocks me and takes part in the 30-day Japanese challenge together, it's going to be Mikel.
In his YouTube bio, he says he developed a highly efficient language learning system in the Innovation Center of the University of Deusto in San Sebastian. I actually went to San Sebastian once. I loved it. At first glance, that wording makes it sound like he might have been doing academic research there, but from what I could find, Mikel doesn't seem to have held a research position at...
Also, this is probably like, you know, when I put in my bio that I taught at Sydney University. And it's true, I did. I taught at Sydney University. I know, the most prestigious university ever, for one day. And I was teaching about auxiliary languages during a language festival. But I taught at Sydney Uni. Bro, Professor Evildea right here.
That university. So it seems that the university's Innovation Center helped support his project, but that's not the same thing as working at the university as a researcher, at least from what I could find online, so please don't sue me for defamation. Thanks. He recently uploaded a video titled How to Learn Words Fast and Not Forget.
So 10,000 words in 30 days, no flashcards, no classes. I want you to remember that title because we're going to go check out that video in a second.
In any language. In this video, Mikel claims that you can learn 10,000 words in just 30 days in any language.
Yeah, we all know how well that goes. I tried doing 100 words a day and yeah, it did not go well.
Now, a claim like learning 10,000 words in 30 days is definitely going to raise some eyebrows. So let's dive into the video and I'll pause at a few moments to break down what's being said.
You can learn 10,000 words in 30 days in any language. And in this video, I'm going to show you how.
The first thing that jumps out is obviously the number.
This is the thing. Mikel is not even consistent in his claims. Like, every video, he just kind of makes up random shit. I swear to God, he wakes up in the morning, he's like, I need to make the exact same video again. What will I title it this time to get the algo? Why not? Let's make it how to learn 10,000 words in 3 months. And he just types that in and he just like says some bullshit in front of the camera. Like, 10,000, that's a pretty good number, right? Like the Chinese have even got a special character for it. That makes it especially good. So you get 10,000 and then just says some shit and then just deletes all the comments that don't agree with him.
10,000. Let's put that into perspective. If you spread 10,000 words over a 30-day month, that's about 333 words per day. I mean, that's a pretty high number. And there's another important question here. What does it actually mean to learn a word? Because that can mean a lot of different things. For example, does it mean you can recognize the word when you read it? Does it mean you can understand it when someone says it out loud? Does it mean you can actually use the word yourself in a sentence with the right grammar and in the right context? Can you actually write it?
Look, you're thinking about this too much. Mikel doesn't think about it that much, okay? Just cool your horses and think about it like this. What will make people click on my video? They want to learn a language fast. What is insane enough to make them want to click? Learn 10,000 words a day. Got it.
In linguistics research, defining your key terms is very important, otherwise everyone's confused. If you're going to make a claim about learning 10,000 words, you need to be clear about what counts as a word and what learning actually means. Otherwise, the number itself doesn't tell us much. Unfortunately, Mikel doesn't define either clearly in this video, although is a little bit clearer about what he counts as a word.
Spoiler alert, you don't need flashcards. 10,000 words. That's a big number, right? When people hear this, they have two types of responses.
Here comes the defense mechanism, the automatic one that kicks in.
There are the people who immediately think that's impossible. They immediately start looking for reasons why that would never work. And of course, it never works for them, because if your first reaction to a goal is to come up with reasons why it would never work, then of course you'll never make it.
Okay, let's try this logic. Guys, I'm going to teach you how to fly, okay? We're going to learn how to fly together. And I'm not talking airplanes. I'm talking we're going to flap our hands and we're going to fucking take off. You don't think that's possible? Well, you haven't set your mind to the goal now, have you? All you got to do is go up to the top of this building with me, manifest that shit, jump off that building, flap your fucking hands, bro. And if you're not flapping hard enough, you hit the fucking concrete. That's on you. Should have flapped harder.
Alright, so according to this logic, if you hear 10,000 words in 30 days and think, that sounds a bit unlikely,
A bit unlikely.
congratulations, you've already failed the mindset test. Jokes aside, this is a pretty common trick in self-help style content. If you question the claim, the problem isn't the claim, it's your mindset. It's almost a bit...
Yeah, they always have this defense mechanism, but the one that they never have as a default defense mechanism is against someone like me, a self-experimenter where I actually do the experiments online to find my actual limits. And I post them, whether they're good outcomes or bad outcomes, okay? But then they'll probably just in those occasions just say, well, that's because you're fucking intellectually at a lower level than me. Maybe I am. Maybe I am intellectually a lower level than you, but I'm pretty sure the vast majority of your audience is going to be at an intellectually lower level than you if that's how you're thinking.
gaslighty. If anything, skepticism is always a good thing to have. And honestly, when someone asks you to stop questioning the claim, that's when you should question it more. Just don't take it all the way to flat earth territory, please. I need to stop with my flat earth jokes.
And then there's the second group of people. The people who, instead of immediately rejecting the idea and coming up with reasons why it wouldn't work, start thinking of ways to actually make it happen. Those are the winners. When they give you a big goal, your reaction shouldn't be, that's impossible. It should be,
Flap those fucking hands, guys. It's a big goal, I know, but if you fucking put in the effort, the time, the energy, well, maybe not the time because you're falling from a building, but like if you put in the energy, I believe in you.
how can I make it happen? How can I actually do it?
It's kind of giving, if I say jump, you should say how high. So now we get what I would call a bit of a false dichotomy, which is when a situation is presented as if there are only two possible reactions. In this case, you either hear the claim and say, that's impossible, or you say, how can I make this happen? And apparently that makes you one of the winners? The reality is usually a bit more nuanced than that. You can 100% be curious about a claim and still question whether it's realistic at the same time.
Okay, we're coming up to the bit that I wanted to make a comment about because this just shows everything I keep talking about.
Also, it's worth noting that learning 10,000 words isn't really the problem. The problem is the timeline.
And if you think about it long enough, and if you do enough research, you will eventually find a way to make it happen. Luckily for you, I already did that, so I'm going to save you hundreds of hours of experimenting and research.
How kind of him. So now we get to the part where research is mentioned, which is great because if you've been following my channel, you know I'm a big fan of research.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't sit on this channel and try to talk about science and all that type of stuff because I'm not a linguist. I'm not one of those guys. I'm a self-experimenter. I just do shit and then I give you guys the results and let you look into it. And some people like to debate down in the comments section based on, you know, the outcome of different science experiments. I'm not that guy. But funnily enough, everything I seem to talk about and the outcome of my experiments seem to line up pretty nicely with what, you know, second language acquisition science has basically said. So it's like I don't really fumble because I actually try to do shit and then I share it with you, and because I'm capable of doing it, well, you know, that's what science says is capable anyway. It's like, yeah, I don't need to go that route. Which is why I do like to react to people who actually work in linguistics and stuff like that, because they're the experienced ones in that. I used to do a lot of reactions to Psycholingo before Psycholingo went quiet for a while.
The only tiny problem is that we are told the research exists, but we're not actually shown any of it. I did leave a comment under Mikel's video, but...
Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. This is how you know that Mikel's just a full-on scammer, okay? So he left a comment, and the comment is, "Hey, you mentioned having done research for this method. Could you share the studies or sources you're referring to? I'd be really interested in reading them," okay? So he left that message under the video that he was watching. Okay, so here's the video. 10,000 words in 30 days, no flashcards, no classes. So I went and opened up that video. You see it? This is the video in question, okay? 10,000 words in 30 days, no flashcards, no classes. First up, notice how many comments there are. 30 comments, okay? If we sort by newest, because there's only 30 comments on a video with 4.1k views, you scroll down here, you'll notice that Kevin Abroad's comment is not here. Now, for those who don't understand how YouTube works, the YouTuber in question, they have the ability to mark a person who comments on their channel as basically hidden, which means that the YouTuber can see your comment, you can see your comment if you're logged in, but no one else can. It basically only exists for you two, and that's what's happened. His comment is now marked, and this was not even like an aggressive comment or anything. It was literally just him asking a question, and now it's hidden, it's gone. 30 comments, okay, on this video. Like, this is crazy. This is 4.1k views. That just shows you how much shit he's hiding. And if I scroll down on this one, 62 comments on a 605 views video. Like, my videos at 4.1, yeah, I don't even need to make this shot. I can just show you. Okay, so we've got like my videos right here, okay? 5.9k, 103. 2.3k, 120. 5.6k, 226, 10k, 422. So it's like, you can see that basically he's getting a ton of comments and he is marking everyone as hidden. He does not want that shit coming out, and he's just relying 100% on the algorithm. He has no respect within the community. The dude he's a full-on scammer at this point, okay? Like, it's crazy. But I just wanted to cover that off because I thought that was quite funny. Anyway, so here is old mate Kevin Abroad's video. There'll be a link down in the description. You can go watch it. You know, like, give him a like and a sub, all that good shit. And I'll see you all in the next video. What do you think, Elmo? What are we going to talk about next? Bro, Elmo's staring me down. I'm getting a bit worried.